Hey, Austin Floyd here, agency owner and data-driven marketer. And in this video, I want to break down to you the number one way that we've been using CBOs to see scale with cold traffic and make sure to avoid the downturn that comes when CBOs are mandatory. And if you haven't already, make sure to press the subscribe button so you get notified when videos just like this come out in the future. One of the most important things to think about coming into 2020 is that CBOs will become mandatory. And when they do, you have to make sure that you have a strategy that is working to allow you to not only scale your ad sets, but make sure that you do not see a downturn in your overall profitability as you scramble to figure out CBOs. So I wanted to give you one of our favorite ways to currently use CBOs that has allowed us to scale into the thousands of dollars a day with singular campaigns and see an increase in ROAS. So the number one way that we've been doing this is by mimicking what we would typically have with a standard setup. Campaign, budget on the ad set level, and ads. We like to take that strategy and put that into CBOs. So simply creating a CBO that has one ad set and then multiple ads allows you to mimic what you have working on ABOs, but instead you can get the benefits of the CBO for when they become mandatory. So what we like to do is take whatever is working in those ABOs and create a master audience, just like the super lookalike audiences, which I'll link the video above that we've talked about before, and put that into the ad set while adjusting and keeping the budget at the campaign level. One thing to note, we cannot change the budgets of CBOs after they have been set. Every single time we've seen these de-optimize the actual current campaign, and subsequently we lose anything that we started with or any positive ad set learning that we had started to see once the CBO became active. So just make sure that you are not changing budgets and that you have predetermined the budget prior to starting the CBO. Typically what we like to start for budgets is 10 to 20 times CPA, and now that may be high for many of you. So just start with something that actually makes sense for the business. And at the very least, if you have events like add to cart, initiate checkout, or even just page view, and you know the value and how much it costs to typically get one of those, I would start with a 10x CPA for one of those so you can make sure that you're getting 50 to 100 events a week, and that campaign budget optimization can actually optimize and allow you to get the most profitability that you could. So again, the number one thing that we have been doing with campaign budget optimizations to see scale into the thousands of dollars a day per campaign is to create a super lookalike audience within the ad set level. So that would be like 5 lookalike audiences plus 5 interests that are very broad, keeping the budget the same at the campaign level, and then using 5 to 10 ads that we know are proven or that have great potential, and keeping all those live until we start to narrow down which ads work and which ads do not work. This allows us to keep these CBOs running week over week, seeing a stabilization of ROAS week over week, which again with CBOs, make sure that you are watching weekly, because daily they do fluctuate, but weekly we've seen them iron out in the return on ad spend, and you'll be able to finally scale and make sure that you don't see a downturn when CBOs become mandatory. If you are currently using CBOs, I want you to drop below how you're using them, what you've seen, and if you're ready for what will change when CBOs start to become mandatory. Otherwise, make sure to press the subscribe button so you get notified when videos just like this come out in the future.